Hi guys, so this is the part 2 of the story. I will link the part 1 down in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoy this because we will be sipping some more tea soon. And he told me that he think he's in love with someone now. And I was like, oh, I mean, that's cool. I mean, obviously, at the time, like I said, I had a crush on him, but like, it's not like I loved him. So I wasn't like upset about it. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, Lena's my friend, or was my friend. And as much as she's not the nicest person to me at the moment, I would have hoped that you guys would work it out. But she clearly doesn't want anything to do with you. She's completely moved on now. She was dating Amy and everybody else. Like, she had moved on, okay? So I was like, and you and I have become friends at the moment. So I still want you to be happy regardless, even if it's not going to be with Lena. You go ahead. If you found someone else that you love and the person loves you too, I don't see any reason why I would be upset about that. Like, you're completely mistaken. Like, I'm cool with it. He was like, no, you don't understand. And I was like, I do. I think I do. Like, I don't. What's the problem? What's the issue? Like, it shouldn't be an issue. Like, if you love somebody else, you love somebody else. It is what it is. It's cool. He was like, not when that person is you. I lost my shit, y'all. I almost fainted. I was like, huh? I didn't know what to say. I was just kind of like, because again, I had a crush on, maybe this much of a crush. Like, I just felt like he was a good guy, and I like good people. So, like, I was drawn to him. Let's just say that. But I didn't, like, love him, or, like, I didn't really like him. So I didn't know what to say. And it was completely unexpected. Like, it came out of nowhere. So I didn't know what to say. I was just like, you can't love me. He was like, why not? And I was like, because Lena, like, what? No, I was scared out of my mind because, number one, she was already giving me hell and he didn't like me then. So I was like, now that you like me, what are we gonna do? She's gonna kill me. Literally, I'm gonna die. If she ever finds out about this, I'm finished. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, what am I gonna do? He was reassuring me that he really loves me. He really loves me. He really cares about me. He's loved me for a while now. He just didn't know how to say it. And I was just like, oh my God, like, what? Like, I was so confused. So anyway, after we've had that little mini conversation, he was like, he has to go back. I was going to see him off to go back to school. Before we get to the bus stop where he could take, like, a taxi or wherever to school, we had to go through a public school that had lots of trees. So there's a lot of shade and stuff. And it was a really, really, really massive compound. So we walked through the trees and, we're talking, we're holding hands. Now, remember I said I met him because I took an exit to come home, right? So this is around the time that a lot of day students are going home. I don't know if you know where I'm going with this, but that means a lot of day students from my school saw him and I together. Now, I was probably one of the few people that were very naive and didn't know who he was, but a lot of other people knew exactly who he was. And they knew exactly whose ex-boyfriend that was. And they knew that the way that we were holding hands and talking, that wasn't a friendly situation. So I was a bit worried. I was like, oh my gosh, people are going to see us and think that we're doing something. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And he was just very reassuring, and he was always the nice person that I knew him to be. He was very calm, very gentle, like, just, take it one day at a time, just think about it, And I was just like, okay, I guess. So now we're at the public school and, in the trees or whatever. So it's a little bit cool, a bit cozy, a little bit romantic and whatever, because there's a lot of trees, a lot of greenery. And if you know me, you know that's my type of thing, you know. And he was like, close your eyes. And I was like, what, nigga? You want me to what? In the middle of why? Why would I want to be doing that? Standing in the trees, just closing my eyes. But, you know, I was like, why? And he was like, just close your eyes, just trust me. And I was like, okay. So I closed my eyes. And obviously I could feel him. So he went behind me. And I was like, what is this guy doing? And before I knew it, I could feel a necklace around like my neck. And my heart was beating so fast. I was like, fucking hell, man. I'm gonna love this guy. I'm gonna love him because he was doing everything that I liked in the guy, you know? So I was like, oh my gosh. So he gave me a necklace and I was like, oh my gosh, like, where did you get money to even get a necklace out of real gold? Like, where did you get the money? Like, you know, I was a bit worried. He was like, don't worry about it. I just wanted to get you something there. And I was like, okay. Now, guys, we hadn't kissed, nothing. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. So I walked in, long story short, he got a bus, he went home. And I would not take my necklace off. I was like, oh my God. But at this point, because of what he had done, I was seriously considering it. And as hours went by, my love just grew. I'm so dumb. But I really, really liked him now. I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's like going on the first date and not expecting much, but like walking out of the first date thinking, this is my husband. That's how it felt like. It was so surreal. I was so like, oh my gosh, no one had ever done anything like that for me before. And like I said, I was naive Yana, you know, I didn't know anything. So I was just like, this is like so romantic. So I've gone home now. Everyone is teasing me like, oh, Ari loves you. Ari loves you. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe my family were on board with this. And they're laughing at me. Like, what the hell is this? Guys, by the time I got back to school, everybody that needed to know knew. Including Lena. And my life was a living hell from that point onwards. Like, she actually, let me not say that, because my life changed very quickly, like very, very, very quickly. Now, again, boarding school, we're not allowed to have necklaces. Like, you're not allowed to have like jewelry and stuff like that. But I just would not take my necklace off. Like, I couldn't. Like, that was really for me. And I remember he was trying hard for me to like agree to be his girlfriend. And of course, I wouldn't say yes because, not because I didn't like him. I wanted to say yes so bad. Like, that was all I actually wanted. But I felt like I had done a terrible thing. Like, how could I even begin to like someone like that? Like, how did I even allow myself to fall for this person so much that it's not, like, it's my best friend's ex-boyfriend? Like, why would I do that type thing, you know? I was kind of also angry with myself. Like, I felt very J-baggy. Like, I felt like a whole, like, why would you do that? Like, yuck. Like, it was a mess, okay? So I wasn't really trying to hear it. Like, I still talked to him, you know, I still like to talk to him and all of that, but I was like, oh my God. And then one day, our school prefect, Sister Abigail, walks into the class. And in school, everyone called me Abena, not Annapurl. So she comes, she's like, who's Abena? And my heart sank because I thought, I'm in trouble. Because again, like I said, you only see her if you've done something really good or really bad. And I know for a fact I didn't do nothing really good. So it has to be something really bad. But I thought, what have I done? What is it that could be so bad? This was during prep time. So she was like, you know, pack your bags and stuff and just come with me. I was like, huh? She was like, pack your bags and your books and come with me. I said, yay. That's the end of me. I've finished. So, you know, I packed my bags, I packed my books, all of that, and I followed her. And we're walking. And we went to the library. And I got to the library and I was like, wait, what? And this was the first time I actually realized that during prep time, people just chill, like the prefects and stuff. Now, I've gone to the library. It's the prefects and like some of their school's daughters and stuff. They all had their phones. Some of them were eating. Some of them were obviously like studying and whatnot. But like, It was like a mini, like, you know, studying with your friends. You know, when you study with your friends, but you have phones out, you have music a little bit, all of that. They didn't have music, obviously. But, like, I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. Like, I can't believe, like, they're here. She was like, yeah, you're going to study with us today. And I was like, study with them? The elite group? Me? Since when? But I wasn't complaining. I was not complaining. Bearing in mind, by this time, all I could think about was him. He was in my mind every single time. So instead of studying, I was writing down notes. Now, again, from very young, I've always written down my feelings. Like, if I felt something, I'd write it down. And usually I would talk to myself, but because obviously I couldn't do that, because they would look at me like, what the hell is going on? I was talking to myself, but like writing it down. So I was writing down, I was like, why does he love me? I love him so much, but I can't tell him. You know, stuff like that. Like, I was just writing a bunch of nonsense on the piece of paper. And Sister Abigail just took the paper, she read it, and I was like, oh God, I'm finna die. And then obviously she started talking to me about it. She's like, you know, I brought you here basically because Ara asked me to look after you, make sure that you're good. So like now I was kind of like occupying the position that Lena had before, right? So Sister Abby was like, if you need anyone to wash your clothes, you come to me. So I had like, she would have someone like wash my clothes for me sometimes, not all the time. It happened like a few times actually. But she was now my friend, like someone I could talk to. She was like my school mother now. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So she really, like, we got really close really quickly. And at that time, Lena had also said a lot of awful things about Sister Abigail, which was ridiculous because she was the head girl, for crying out loud. So she got in a lot of trouble. Like, she was going through hell. Something within me just would not allow me to be with this guy. And Lena obviously heard about this. You know, she saw me with the necklace and everything, and she went into a rage. Like, she was angry. Now, again, she couldn't physically fight me or anything, so she knew what she had to do. Remember I told you guys that I had a medical condition? She umped it on 1,000. She would bully me all the time. She would sing a song, like, and in class, like, if I was sitting here, she was sitting, like, maybe 2 rows behind me, but to my left-hand side. So she would stand and she'd be singing. Now, obviously, she's singing her song. I can't really do much about it. She'd be like, it's a gospel song as well. And she'd say, Onyami janko ho, Minyami janko ho. The whole point of the song is saying, send God's fire, but like God should basically destroy me. She was sending fire to me. And when the part of the song that goes like, let God's fire basically consume and destroy, she would do this to me, literally. And I just, oh my gosh, it was the worst. It was the worst, you know. And like, she would just be so mean to me. She would sometimes wear her shirt because I guess he gave her a shirt and at the back it said Aralina. I'm saying this because that was his actual tag name. So he was Ara and she was Aralina, you know. Her real name is not Lena, by the way. The Aralina was supposed to be like the feminine name of Ara. That's me. But it made sense. Okay, in secondary school in Ghana, it made sense. So she would wear that shirt sometimes to sort of like spite me. Whole time I was not dating this dude because I felt bad that she was my friend, but she didn't care. She didn't give a heck. She was like, I'm gonna make your life miserable. I don't care. Like, she would do everything to spite me. Everything. She made sure that my life was miserable and she was achieving it because, again, I was already in like a mental prison of my own where I felt like what I did was wrong. So with her reacting the way that she did, I kind of felt like I didn't have any leg to stand on. Like, she had every right to act the way she did, which really and truly she didn't, because she was a horrible girlfriend. She wasn't my friend. Like, sis, you said you don't want him. She told me several times she don't want him. So What's your business? If you don't want him, you've even moved on, by the way. It's not like she was single. She was not. Okay. She's moved on. So what's the problem? Like, why are you so upset? You don't like me, you don't like him. Let us like each other. I beg. Yeah, it didn't end well. Like, she would always come for me. And my God, that leave her. Obviously now I was cool with Sister Abigail, so I had a lot of privileges. I didn't have to like spend as much time with her, especially like during prep. I wouldn't be there type thing. And like I said, she started saying really horrible, mean things about Sister Abigail, and she knew a few of like her secrets. It wasn't necessarily secrets, but it was just like personal things that she didn't want necessarily people to know. And Lena told everyone. Any and everybody that wanted to hear, Lena told. And she got in trouble. The prefects came into our thing one day, let her stretch her hand like so, and they hit her on like the back of her hand, but like that. And there was like maybe 6 or 8 prefects in total, and every single one of them did that to her. Then she had to weed like a big plot of land. Like, when I say weed, I mean with like a cutlass and the whole type of weed. Then she had to wash the toilets and the baths. Like, she was given punishment upon punishment. If you don't know what Gary is, I will insert it somewhere. She had to kneel down in Gary. She was miserable, bro. Like, it was peak. And then on top of that, I remember praying about something to God. I was like, God, I beg you in the name of God, like, this thing that she's bullying me with, I just want her to know what it feels like to be bullied. And she literally had something happen to her that was so embarrassing that she's been bullying me about, and everybody was laughing at her. Bear in mind, when it happened to me, no one really laughed. Like, everyone was just kind of, oh. Everybody. And like I said, she was very popular. So even people that were not in our school knew. During like cool times when like everyone would call like their family and their friends, people were calling other schools like, oh my gosh, Lena did this. Did you see that Lena did this? Did you hear that Lena did this? I can't believe that Lena did. Even Ira heard about it. And I remember he called, like, we were speaking, he was like, oh yeah, I heard that this happened, like, you know, I guess it is what it is type thing. And I was like, oh my God. But like, literally, it was as if her whole world came crashing down, to the point where she wouldn't even raise up her head from her desk. Like, she would just like put her head down like this and not bully anyone. She wouldn't like say anything sneaky or cheeky about anyone. Like, she was just a completely different person. And I felt so bad for her, but I also knew she didn't like me, so I just kind of like let her be. And I just also want to make this, like, I still never dated the guy, by the way. I just could not for the life of me. I couldn't stop thinking about how horrible a person I was, and I felt as though I can't do it. I really sacrificed my happiness to try and make sure that she was happy, because I felt like, okay, maybe if I just don't date him, then all the problems that she's going through, at least there's one thing that wouldn't add on top of that. It wouldn't compound on top of that. And I felt like if I had actually dated him and gone out with him and, like, you know, be with him and into colleges, taking pictures, him writing letters and all sorts, I don't know how she would have survived that. Like, I was trying to put myself in her shoes, so I just didn't. And then, you know, the next year, I was like, oh, I don't know, like, it's been almost like a year now. Should I give him a chance? Whatever. But at this time, I was traveling back to London. So I remember I met him and I was like, I need to tell you something, you know. And I told him that I was leaving. I was going to London, and it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Like, we had to basically say goodbye to each other, because that was like going to be the last time we'd seen each other. And till today, we still haven't seen each other since then. This was in like 2010. Yeah, this is 2010 during summertime, like June, July, August of 2010. I was coming to London in September. I just spoke to him about it. And this whole time, by the way, we still had not kissed. We still hadn't done anything else apart from like hold hands. And so I wanted to give him a goodbye kiss so bad. But like I said, I was very naive. I was very inexperienced. I was literally shaking. Like, my whole body shook because I had to try and kiss this guy. So what I ended up doing was giving him a peg. And even then, I still couldn't put, like, my lips on him. I just felt like, wow, like, this is a bold step. If only I knew the things I'll be doing now. Sis, you should have kissed him. But anyway, I didn't. Like, I just put, like, my cheek to his cheek. It was dead. It was so dead. But even then, like, saying this is his cheek, I just went like this. And even then, my whole body, I was like this. Like, I was shaking. I was literally trembling. So I was like, I'm so scared. Like, I'm so shy. Like, this is so nerve-wracking. Like, what am I doing? What, you've had him do it properly? Like, you know, considering the kind of person he was, I was just kind of like, he's probably a bit more experienced than me. Like, oh my gosh. It was horrible. And then I left it at that. And then I traveled, obviously, to the UK. And we still kept into contact. Like, we talked all the time. Till now, we still speak. Like, we're really good friends. And he still felt like I was the love of his life. He wanted us to make it work, you know, long distance and stuff. And, you know, I thought about it for a while, but then the more I thought about it, the more I just kind of felt like, you know, I didn't even give it this a chance. Like, there's no point now. I'm in a completely different country. Let me just put that whole Lena mess behind me and just move on with my life and start a completely different chapter. And that's what I tried to do. Like, it was hard because we would still talk and everything. And she got upset one time because she found out that we were still in contact with each other. She must have accused him of cheating on her with me. Can you imagine the incompatibilities? Cheating. So he called me to basically confirm, like, did we ever do anything? Did we even ever go out? Because, get this, guy, they lived in the same compound as well. So this made the situation even worse. Like, they lived in the compound as well. And I guess by this time she had kind of realized her mistakes, but it was too late. He was in love with me. And she went ballistic. Like, really? Even after all these times, you're still talking to her? She's not even in the country. You still speak to her. You have her phone number. And I was just like, God damn. Leave me alone, sis. He's all yours. You can swallow him if you want to. I'm not even in the country. But yeah, she didn't like me. I don't know if now we're cool. I hope so, because I think I messaged her or she messaged me. It probably was me, because I'm always the bigger person in situations. I am sick and tired of that shit. But anyway, I think I must have messaged her to sort of like, we followed each other, I think, on socials. And I tried to sort of like build that bridge and just whatever issues that we had, sort of like put it to rest, I guess. But, and she agreed as well, because this had been like years after. But I still feel like deep down my heart that I don't think that we would ever be friends. I don't think she likes me very much. Drop your comments down below. Let me know if you think that I was in the wrong for this, or if I did the right thing. If you think I should have dated him. He's still, like, that's still bae, you know, that's still my friend. And I think he's just kind of sick and tired of trying to get me to date him now, because I always say no. But that's just because it's just a traumatic, it was a very traumatic experience for me that I don't know how I'd go back to that, you know. But let me know down in the comments if you think that I should give him a chance. Maybe I will, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I will, because, you know, he's still cute. I'm joking. But yeah, let me know if you think that I should have given him a chance, or if you think I did the right thing by not giving him a chance, or if you think I was a witch for teething my girl's man. But again, as you can tell, it was a big mistake. I did not do it on purpose, okay? I didn't try to actively go after her boyfriend. The boyfriend came after me, because, you know, as a fine babe that I am, a little bit irresistible, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, Lena was fine, but she wasn't me. In the words of Aaliyah J, she wasn't me, you know? No shade at all. No shade. But she wasn't me. Anyway, Please like, comment, share, subscribe, the whole lot. And I will be dropping another video again, maybe this week. You guys might probably get 2 videos in a week because last week I didn't. The next video I'm going to drop will be the time that I was accused of being a witch by my pastor's daughter. The tea we are about to sip on this channel, it's about to go that they're gonna beat me. If you see on the news that somebody has beat me, it's got the tea I'm about to spill. You have no idea. This is nothing good. This is just the prelims. Just wait. But yeah, guys, it's time for me to go. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and put your notifications on because I'm about to drop lots and lots and lots of story times because there's a lot of things I've cut off my life, so I kind of have a bit of free time now to record. And I promise you're going to enjoy yourself. But yeah, bye guys. Okay.